So here we are, at the end of it all. At the end of everything. Kind of a wild moment if you think about it. Hey everyone, my name is ACETHECROW. So I know Slay's a princess. Oh, right, I forgot this little thing. I forgot I'm like on the far left. Not politically, because chat, this is not a political stream. This is not a political stream. That would be so weird to put a political stream over it. That would be so weird. But Slay's a princess. I've been thinking about this a long time during these 5 days about what I want to do with this channel and this game. This will be the last game I'll stream on Twitch. I'm going to continue Persona 3 Reload on my YouTube channel. And I will, I don't know, I'll stream the rest of the games on my YouTube channel because it has a far bigger traction. It's something I actually enjoy focusing on. Like people have easier time making clips. I don't know. Shit like that. But in reality, Slay's a princess. Let's talk about that. I think a lot of people are more interested in that. I've been thinking a lot what I want to do with this game. Whether I want to explore Or's endings or so on. In reality, this is more like a finale to my playthrough, which I will upload on my Watch channel, and so on and so forth. I may do side content if I'll feel like it, and even stream it. But I have this little itch, if I can describe it. Where the more I think about it, I could explore everything in the game, but I treat my playthroughs like this. I take actions I do in games to a rather serious extent, especially in storytelling games. And while I understand Slay's a Princess is a game, a visual novel, which allows you to overall experiment as much as you want, or you can abuse the quick saving mechanics, which I'll probably use to get different endings if I'll feel like. Do another stream. I don't want to give these characters a good ending and leave it on that. Yeah, they're fictional. Yeah, I want to make any other impact. Like any actual impact onto the game. But I feel like it's important for me to just make something worthwhile to these characters. I don't just sit on a blue bolt ending I gave last stream. Because I don't think that will be something that's, actually interesting and satisfying as a grand scheme of things. So let's get to it. Instead of slaying the princess, I'll save her. I won't listen to any crows dictating what to do in my right corner. Yes, including you, bird, shut up. I will do what I must. That is all. How the fuck does this game have 100 endings? I'll say this. This game has 151 fucking achievements. I don't know how I'll do it. I don't know if I'm able to do it. Let's just get to it. Slay the princess. Good warnings, this is a horror game, but you said it's a love story. And not intended for all audience. Please visit our website, Black Type Games. Actually supports the developer. They're really nice. This brings glittery images effects as well as parallax effect on the rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these effects cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preference. Okay, thank you. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, no fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Alright. I know what to say, let's get to it. So, there's a lot of endings. Oh wow, there's more than I expect. Vassals. Damp overview to an incomplete existence, okay. I like these slides. It's the hero and the princess, the end of everything. There's a lot, and I don't have the heart in me to explore a lot. I'll do what I can, as promised. And I know how it's gonna work out. Mom, don't breathe on my ear, that's really weird. Okay. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, shut up.
At the end of that path
Shut
is
up.
a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Of course.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Of course. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or
I don't know
seamstress?
what she should do then.
If
She's just a
anything,
person.
Slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
And you know, in monarchy, as intended, monarchs are supposed to, help the citizens and protect them. Otherwise, the citizens will push their head on a spike. That's how it works. Forget it. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Fuss out off. At the end of the world? Have you considered maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she was locked up?
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Everything finishes introductions to shooting chaos. First of all, Tinor Cup, welcome to the stream. My name is ACETHECROW. I've played this game before. I'll save right now, and I know I've played this game before. I think this was proven up. This is my opportunity to. I have a theory of how to fix all of this. This is a fixing stream, where I fix things. So I'll say this. I don't like the narrator. I'll say this. I'm a crow. And I can say I don't like the narrator. You know what I'm saying? We're crows, we're supposed to be chill dudes, chill guys. That guy, kind of rude. Kind of mean. He's dictating what to do. I do like those guys? But nah, Tinor Cup, thank you for joining in. First of all, I suppose you're a big fan of the game. Me too, actually. A lot of people call this game fucking menacing or makes you cry. But in a sad way, but I don't know. I feel like it's one of those games where you have control over a lot of aspects of what you're doing. And even if, say, you're facing a horrible end, it is part of your learning experience to actually, just comprehend what you're doing and give it a lesson to yourself. Because in the grand scheme of things, it does matter, but only if you'll decide to go through your decision of making things worse. I want to make things better. I obviously cannot do every single thing in the game. Oh my god, that was a voice crack and a half. I'm so sorry. I obviously cannot do every single thing in the game, but best I can do is do good, and I feel like it's enough. So as a narrator, I don't like him. He's kind of stinks, if I'm being honest. Oh my god, where did I go? Sorry. Gotta mog myself. Gotta be really moggy. What is going on with the cam? I'm so sorry. A sec. What is going on with the camera? That's so weird. That shouldn't happen. Why are you talking I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, that's so rude. Stop talking. There we go. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. I will be patient. I won't skip over a lot of things. Unless its voices are broken, because I really don't like that guy. But still.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Kind of a spoilery. I'm gonna put spoiler tag. I'm gonna put spoiler tag on the stream, actually. I'm gonna put the spoiler tag. Because I know some people will be really upset. There we go. So, at the end of the day, the princess is the concept of death and end. I would like to live a very long time. I would like to live a really long time, chat. Maybe he's rude because he only said to help the princess into the world. Seems like a good reason to be rude. Well, excuse me. Well, excuse me. But everything has to come to an end, in my opinion. Like, whether you like it or not, everything needs to have an ending. A good ending. Even humanity will have an ending. Even if we'll outlive the end of the universe, it will not be humanity that will be that, because we're not even the final step of our evolution. We're still evolving as a species. And due to different environments, we'll probably change ourselves as well. That is an interesting thought. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing, actually. It means we will transform into something else, because the end is transformation. You're a pro-shifty scientist. Yeah. I believe change is important. I believe change is important. If we will not embrace change, what's the point? Stagnation is something that we as humans must evade. Nevertheless, I won't skip narrator. I'll make fun of him. Don't get me wrong. I'll make fun of him. But also be interested. Also, feel free to stay in the channel and feel comfy. I try my best to have a really positive language. If you'll be uncomfortable by something, do tell me, because it's important for me to have everyone have a good fun. I think it's really nice. Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then she is, maybe I'll slay her. But I don't get meeting to anything until I had enough chance to meet her face to face. Back. I'm gonna be a tsundere to the reader. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Okay, fine, I'll go to Kevin.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
It's so interesting to have... Here's the thing though. The narrator has an advantage over the player because he's the only voice we hear. He's our only guide through the game. So it does our perception of hearing the first word we hear to be, to an extension, truthful. Well, I have doubts about it. It's one of those few words that manipulate us into having doubts about anything. Because as I'm going to show you forward, his illusion starts to break the moment you actually play against him.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Well, sucks to be you, I guess.
Oh, sure. Go. Talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
I love this guy, by the way.
We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Send love to voice the hero. I love this guy. He's super kind, super cool. I like his advice. I like his words. He's speaking straight. never betrays me, always on my side of the things, and cares about, well-being of the general consensus. Like, he's the most rational person I can rely on. And as a narrator, he's just that guy. I like him.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I actually do wonder how Voice of the Hero, because I guess the Voice of the Hero is like our original self that starts developing on the first path. Because on every single path we do start having different voices. And Voice of the Hero is just the first voice we're here. Because technically, Voice of the Hero is someone we originally perceive ourselves as, because, as a protagonist we usually have a tendency to like see ourselves as heroes. Like, save the princess, or like slay the dragon, and so on and so forth in any game. So it's interesting that the first voice developed is the voice of the hero, because that's always how Disney present us. As like the guy to save the world. And I believe all of us have like this perception of us that we are heroes of our own story. I feel like it's cool. I feel like that's fucking fantastic. I also like this animation.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine
Oh, this is
layer of
interesting.
dust.
This
The
is
only
interesting.
furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I'm gonna show this real quick. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Chat, you can see, like, if you take a closer look, how the location itself distorts all around you. Like, the door distorts, the wall distorts. But the only thing is clear, for us, is the pristine blade. That already plays tricks on your mind, like it's an object of interest, something that draws you near. And since it is confirmed that the narrator is creating these situations, these illusions, to an extent, has some control, it's easy to perceive that he purposely makes us like have a peak of interest to that blade. Like, oh, what's gonna happen if we don't pick it up? Shit like that. It's a really cool manipulative way of him telling the player what to do. And I really like it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm good.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Even in this case, where you tell that this is like a horrible living condition, you as a player are like, hey, what if we save her instead, like if it's so bad?
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hi, love.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hi. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
I don't know, narrator. It just sounds like a skill issue on your part.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Though there is something in later chapters that does not have boiling effect too. I think the stream skipped a message or two. Tindercap, did the stream skip a message? Because it does seem like you've said more, and the stream didn't register it. It's not my fault, it's just a connection issue I hate about Twitch. Like, Twitch chat fucking sucks. I don't know why. It just doesn't register the way it's supposed to. Let me open my phone. It works well on phone, it doesn't work well on anything else. I don't know. Okay. Let me open my phone because I don't want to miss all your chat messages. There we go. Oh my god, who the fuck is that? Is that Ace? Jesus. There's something that your chapter does not have a boiling effect too. That's fair. All I'm gonna say is, we're here to save the princess. Fuck the slave part. You mean to tell me the princess said that? So true, bestie. You know, I slay the princess because I danced over her and my boobs were bigger, canonically. And she's like, damn, you slayed too hard. And then she slayed herself and the world was saved. Oh my lord. I'm sorry, I was distracted by my own organism. Hi Arthur, welcome to the stream.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
How can you not like this face? It's such an honest smile. It's such an honest smile. It's such a really cute honest smile. How can no one like this face? Of course I'd save her. I don't mean for like romantic reasons, just for like morality, just for being like morally right about this.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to
Why is the
anyone?
hero? Calm down.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
The narrator is gonna like hate me to the end of this any run I'm gonna do.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Now the world-ending monster face. Hold on. Hold on. I know who you are. I know who you are. I know. Hold on. I know what you are. Hold on. It lines up. It lines up. I know what you are. I know what you are. I know what you are. I know who you are. Actually, it'll make more sense if I do this. I caught you. You tried to manipulate me from the very beginning. I caught you. And they call me stupid for having 2-digit IQ. That's not actually true. I have 3-digit IQ. Oh, sorry. Oh, my god. Oh, there we go. It's okay, you can stay. No, I'm just a mere voice of the chat. Oh, sorry. I believe you. Of course. Hold on, let me just talk first. Chat. Come on. How can you come on? She's such a lady. What's your name? Princess will do. A real Mario. I fucking love this scene. I need to play it. I need to find it. It's so stupid, but I fucking love it to an extent. Hold on. I have an II video in my recommended. Ew. Where's Mario? Fucking movie. What? Oh my god, they're Asian culture. So Mario's name and surname are both canonically Mario. And Luigi's name and surname are Luigi Mario. Funniest shit ever. Can you hear the sound of the game? What? Oh my god, that's true. How did I... Was that long? Or how long was it count out? I didn't even know, I'm so sorry. So Princess is your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
She doesn't know.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten.
How are you? Okay.
I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
My name is... My name is Robert Paulson.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Imagine being such a fucking dick to this woman. Jesus Christ, narrator. Unbelievable. This is why I hate men. This is why I hate men. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason. That's so rude to say. If I'm the perfect person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
She's so real for that.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
She hasn't even... I'm gonna be real. If she said she's eating Burger King, believing her. No person can survive on Burger King. Burger King is like, with all due respect to all Burger Kings or Queens, it's the fast food you go to if like you're drunk, or like you literally need something to chew on, if you're literally starving. I'll pick any option outside of Burger King. Like it's either like the most convenient place, it's a place where you're starving to the point where it's like the most fucking first place you go, or you're really drunk and need like something greasy to it. That is it. That is it. It does have cheap prices, which means more people can eat it, which is really nice. The son of Up was absent since you have found out I was in I mean, since you assumed I was a pretty reasonable voice. So true, sorry. You do make a lot of reason. I don't disagree. There are people in Malaysia who rely on Burger King for me. It says cheap. Yeah, I know. I understand the importance of Burger King. My sheer belief is that we need more commodities that have the price of Burger King but more superior quality. Food, water, housing, like free human rights. That's like, okay, for human rights, food, water, housing, education. For human rights. That is what every government should provide the person, automatically. Anti-monarchists want to have a coup. Chat, sorry, I'm monarchy pilled. I'll save the princess. I know about you, for all I know you're locked up here for a reason. I was sent here to slay you. You're plainly supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
I can't believe they're making you get it. I can't believe they're been keeping me like this. I'm getting out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
Chat, I'm sorry, I know she manipulates me. But sometimes, you just need to be manipulated by the right woman. It's just how it works.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Thanks for the hero.
Walk
I love
up to
this
the
guy.
chains
I love this
binding
guy.
the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Of course. That is actually an interesting failsafe by the narrator. Funny, you know that narrator? That's true. I mean, it doesn't even have a keyhole if you take a closer look, which I will point out. You can see it doesn't really have a keyhole. I'm gonna... how do I hide text? You can usually do it in visual novels, especially in Read Pie. Doesn't matter. If you take a closer look, you do see it doesn't have a keyhole. So this was invented to be like a one tight thing. I forgot which key. Of course. H maybe? Oh, fuck yeah. How many visual novels have you played? Hold on. How many visual novels have you played? Because I know what visual novels usually are. I know what visual novels usually are. I know what you are. I know what you are, Art. I know what you are. Okay. Let's continue. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's lying somewhere. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Where did I go? Wow. How? Okay. A bit of a second. So I'm going to show my monitor real quick. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you see the stream. So this is the audio. This is the audio. This is my microphone, mic aux, and this is desktop audio. Essentially like the game being recorded. Whenever I do something on stream, it somehow just stops. Like this goes silent. I don't know why. I legit do not know why. I hate OBS. I hate OBS so much. But this is what I have to do with. This is what I had to deal with. A key shortcut. I shouldn't have that. I have no clue. It's fine.
Is someone else here?
Hey! Let me out of here!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Wow, so much for abuse.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Okay, here's the thing. It's a wooden door. It's a wooden door. I'll say this. I'm not an expert in breaking down doors. I'll say this. If you give it a good push, if you even have it in any object, and you strike it continuously, the wood will break. It's how wood is structured. It is sturdy, but it's not sturdy enough to, like, withstand multiple attacks.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Narrator's just the strongest here. Maybe you can just say it's too tough. I'm gonna be real here, chat. The narrator is just the dungeon master who wants you to just progress through the fucking quest. And you're just disobeying him at every turn. And he's like, okay, listen. Actually, you can't leave. The door is just silently locks and it's too tight. What? You want to spend your time here? Oh my god, there's just a magical dagger here. The dagger suddenly appeared. Oh my god.
Before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
What's going on with my model? That's so weird. It's fine.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
What?
Fine.
Hold on. How do I go back? There was only one choice. It's fucking crazy.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the
Chat.
ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm,
Chat.
just above the unyielding chain
How can you-
binding her to this place.
Chat, I'm sorry, but how can you be mad at this face? Can you be mad at her? Look at her. She's just so like tee-hee. She's just so tee-hee. Just a little bit dirty, but on the mouth, but still. I think you know which voicer you're supposed to be. Oh my god. I have 2 fucking voices in my head. What? I should have none. Chat, is it only me, or do you have like internal discussions with yourself? Like on the regular? I have at least 2 voices in my head. On the regular. One's like trying to argue with another to like reach the best conclusion. Do you have that at all?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground.
Ace, you play too much Disco Elysium.
Follow suit.
No, but listen, I have like a realist and an optimist. Okay? And they're like trying to find the constantly right answer while still keeping me up, happy, you know?
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
It's fine.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly
Oh,
as her
look at
gaze
her.
meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
How can you unlove her?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Her face proportions is a bit weird because her head was a bit smaller. A bit previously. It's a weird perspective shot, I don't mind it, but it's a bit distracting. I want a singular thing that looks back and argues with itself. I make up and reflect on it and debate myself, basically. I see. Now, I have 2 motherfuckers in my head trying to like figure out what the best solution is. Actually, I guess 3 people. Me and 2 voices in my head. I act, I react, and they act, essentially. It is like a long solution. There's the 2 motherfuckers who come up with it. If I need to react, it's me. You know, the guy that's talking to you right now. Right now, these two are really silent because I'm talking.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, as the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh no!
Wait.
Don't slay her.
You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
See, this is a bit of a hair proportion. It's now smaller than previously. It's very bizarre. I'm calling the art style bad. I actually like the art style. Just fucks with my head a bit. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink
Okay,
into
I'm
her
sorry.
heart.
Give me a second. Give me a second. This is annoying to everyone, I know. Stop! What are you doing? Why are you like this? What is wrong with my model? Oh, I think I understand. My headlamp was producing too much light, and because of that, it was really hard and difficult to like tackle my model. I'm so sorry. If you need another choice, it probably is because you said, I'm here to save you at the stairs. It shows you, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's so weird. But not weird, interesting. It didn't even register to me. Thank you a lot.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Kill them. I was fixing something.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, you're trying your best. I'll bleed out. But, you know, do your best, it's okay.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
How can you mad at her? I know I'm like internally bleeding and like this is like the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. But it's okay.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
The damsel. You mean the
You're
lady.
on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You ain't for now. I was your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Okay, chat. Listen. I know I said it is like narrator, but I hate this guy even more. Like, bro, calm down. Calm your penis and calm down.
Our beloved?
Oh, god damn it.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Oh my god, chat, I have a fucking wonderful idea. I'm gonna do headcanon for all the voices in the game. So, let's do Smitten. So I think Smitten, for his very open exterior, let's call it that, for his very open opinions, and for his heroic acts of chivalry, I feel like the best interpretation of him, of how I hear him, is this one. Yeah! Hold on. Here he is. That's literally him. That's literally him. That's literally him. That's literally him. Of course. Just hear how he talks. Just hear how he talks. Hold on. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Why are you working now? Okay.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
And now pain doesn't work. I mean, it's literally him. And now pain doesn't work, but it's literally him. It's literally him. Okay, let's do hero. Who would hero be? Oh, that's not the right tool. There we go, pen. God, Jonathan Sims killed this game. I know he has so many professions. He was like an astronaut, he was a diver, he was like a spy, and now he's a narrator. That's so cool. I'm so glad he's as an voice actor can do so much cool stuff. Okay, hero is I don't know who hero is. Why not? Here's hero. Here's hero. Here he is. So fucking stupid. Of course it's a Fortnite guy. Who else would it be? I'm a You know I'm right. You know I'm right. That's the reason why you fail. You know I'm right. I see I'm telling the truth. How does this really did happen? Why would I listen to you? Why should I bother with anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Okay, you know what? Before we proceed, I'm sorry to interrupt this. One final guy. One final guy before we proceed. One final guy. One final guy. I think it fits. I think I think it does fit. It's my fan cast. It's my fan cast for Slay the Princess movie. It's my fan cast for the Slay Princess movie. I feel like it'll work. I feel like it'll work. All I'm saying, I have a vision.
You were the one who did us in, villain. Not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake.
They need to change hero and spin voices, all of them. I'll do it as the last joke. I do this as the last joke. It's not the princess's journey, basically. That's true.
I beg to differ.
But what if I'm the voice actor? I mean, I could just mute them and voice act myself and become Johnny Sins. I'll have everything. Except the part that makes Johnny Sins, if you know what I mean. I mean the Baltic haircut.
I can't argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Here's the thing. In any other run, a lot of runs actually, his arguments would be convincing. But in this one, in the one where you just decide to kill the princess, like, from step 1, you can hear the bullshit in his words. Like, you can hear how much of a fucking liar he is. Because that's a lie. what he just said right now is a lie.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
It's amazing that he's actually right. Like, Susan Smitten is actually correct about everything. Like, all the plot threads.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Notice how he didn't deny. Notice how he didn't deny it's a scheme. Notice how he denied it's a scheme. He actually did agree with him. He did say this is a pretty simple scenario. The only thing he disagrees is that it's convoluted. He just confessed to us right now that he made all of this up. I'm with Sam. I'm going to find a way to save her from this cabin. Fuck you.
That's right. You can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
The world didn't. Fuck the world. Fuck the world.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Yes.
You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Okay. Actually, why not?
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she could even kill me last time was because I'll let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her awake, why couldn't they slay her? Why is it falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
I mean, he's not even wrong about this. He's correct that we are special. Because we are technically the only things that can end her.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for
Hero,
you
please,
and
you're
I
not supposed to be the smart one.
friends.
No, he's supposed to be the
But
heroic
I'm a
one.
professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
You're being cagey. Why aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Okay.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay. Turn around and leave. I'm interested about this one. I will save it here. But I want to save her for now.
A warning.
I'm
Before
hiding
you
something.
go
I know it
further.
sounds like I'm hiding something.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Something to
The
add.
only furniture of note is an ornate
Something
wooden
to add.
table with a pristine blade
As stated
perched
before,
on its edge.
You can see the scenery distorting itself. The door, the walls, the banner. The only thing that doesn't distort is the dagger, because it's a point of interest, and the mirror. There's the only two things that are stable, if you may say that. I'm just saying it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Damn.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Let's proceed.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice.
Oh my
It's somehow
god.
even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Smitten, you know this room for like 10 minutes. How long is the stream? 50 minutes. Also, question. What's wrong with chat? 1 hour. You know her for 1 hour. You can just, it's not enough to like a lady. You haven't even asked what her persona is. You haven't even asked what her favorite Metal Gear game is. You haven't asked her what her favorite Warhammer faction is as for Tyranids or Orcs. From my understanding, women are more interested in not lady armies, but like little bugs or like little green guys. Shout outs to my ladies.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
You don't know her persona yet? No.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Mine is a crow. I mean, you can guess.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Should have a wolf-lion mix. Should be King of Junch. I have to play this video. I have to play this video because I like it a lot. I have to play this video. Because this is my favorite video. This is like literally someone speaking from my heart. Hold on. You're gonna lose the sound a bit. But it's done with intent. Fuck, hold on. I hate Windows 10. I hate Windows 10. I hate Windows 10. Okay. Okay. No. Stop. There we go.
Alright, if I was an animal, what animal do you think I would be? Serious answers only. A rooster. A rat. A rat. You'd be a rat. Jeremy, you're a rat. You'd be a rat. I think you'd be a rat. I think I'd be a wolf. I think so too.
Who does he respond to? Who does he respond to? I'm telling you, Chad. He also has that voice in his head and another constantly debating with him. He does. I know he does. Because he's like me. He's literally me.
I would be a wolf-lion hybrid mix. King of the jungle, but still social and with it and ferocious.
I love him so much. I love him so much. I love him so much. My little goober. My little guy. I love him so much. Let's continue.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes
Oh
a
my
long
god,
way with
both
the
of
two
you are
doesn't
corrupted.
it?
Guys, let's just be like normal people.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us.
That's true.
Well, she killed us.
Well, I killed me.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
What happened to you after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Ah, so true, girly. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Honestly, the world sucks. People are plaguing. I hope you brought a slow people down. No, I don't want the world to end. I'll remain silent. I'm interested, because I think it's the correct response. It'll be complex for you to understand, but trust me on this.
The princess's eyes quiver as she waits for your response.
I didn't end the world? I didn't end the world.
She's clearly just
Gah.
saying what she thinks you want to hear. Or she's innocent. How could a beauty like her be capable of ending the world? It's not rational.
What is the point of this question? You killed me last time, it hurts a lot, why did you do it? What do you mean? Why would you ask this? This is such a stupid fucking question. You know an answer to it. We literally know the answer to it. I'm gonna be stupid in this game. Only unintentionally. I didn't bring a knife to have cut you open. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The raider who sent me to kill you took one of my body. That was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, damn it. It pierces in my heart.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I didn't bring a knife. Do you have to cut you open again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with.
No,
You
no,
can
no,
cut my
no.
arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any
That's true,
idea
hero.
we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
I have another idea. I have another idea. I have another idea. Another idea. Screw this. Screw this. Screw this. Screw this. Screw this. Another idea. Another idea. Another idea. I'm going to do something unique. You'll see. So I'm gonna put voices as the Disco Elysium skills. So Hero is obviously solution, because he's the only guy who cares about us, about our well-being. Smitten is obviously suggestion, because he really wants to flirt. And narrator, I'm unsure. I'll explain my choice in a bit. Maybe I'll change my mind. I'll explain my choice later. Okay.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Narrator really wants us to fucking use any info to like vilify her. Unbelievable.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'll say this. That is a bit weird.
And you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Narrator is truly the CEO of sexism. He hates women. Despises them. Think about it. Why would he hate her into a princess because he hates women?
If only
Think about it.
Weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Searching for a new vessel now. What? What do you mean? What are you implying? Do you think I'm like some sort of spirit? What? Sorry. Yeah, I plan to do different runs. I'm gonna do the same things I did previous runs. And you're gonna see right now.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding?
Oh, you're doing it for the what?
Want to end the world?
No. I'm doing this for the good ending. But I also think all the runs I'm gonna do will be for the benefit of her. You'll see my end game. You'll see my end game. You'll see my end game. Hold on. 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 Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. I beg of you, bear with me. Fuck. Just give me like a fucking transparent image. Why is it so hard? Let me into the kitchen. Let me into the kitchen. Because I'm cooking, alright? Alright, Chad, I'm cooking. Let me cook. Let me cook.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want.
I like
for
how
her,
she
so
becomes
of
more
course
lower
she'll
ass.
want the same for us.
But what will make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you. Only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
I need to break this one. I need to make her her. Beneath your own thing, you just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Okay, when something's happening here, I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? We just stay here, and we get to her and we just figure out a way to be happy. Together.
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again. Normal again? But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
I don't like what you're saying.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that. Oh, but I do.
What?
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You
What are you
plunge
doing?
your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it?
I think I fucked up.
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed
no.
heart, framed by jagged
Oh, no.
ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened, threads?
Bess, you're not
of
supposed
your
to cook
body
yourself. I didn't know he would do
unfurled
that.
to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
I don't like you, Smitten.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Happily ever after. Yeah, I didn't think you would do that.
You're on a path in the woods.
What?
Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that. Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome!
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Can't say I'm happy to be here.
Okay. Time for the skeptic. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do Disco Elysium voices. I feel like it's a bit too complicated. Let's go back to images. Skeptic? How's skeptic spelled? It was a C, okay. I don't know. Who would you say a skeptic is? Huh, you never seen that yet? Okay. I'm glad we're exploring something new. Hold on, before that. Oh, I have to. Ah, fuck. You know what? I'm gonna go since I was not in this chapter since the updates. They changed the voice in this chapter from paranoid to skeptic. Oh, okay. Okay, Tinner Cap, if you want to, hold on, sorry. I can just DM you if you can call back after finish. Actually, it's up to you. I don't want to spoil you the game because I know this is something you're interested in. If you want to, you can join here. And Tinner Cap, I may start streaming on YouTube, possibly. So feel free to check that out. It's not because I want to describe, it's just you seem like a lovely person, and I appreciate any viewers on the channel. Honestly, any viewers. So I hope you'll, there's something that interests you, and if not, that's also cool. I'm honestly fine with that. I just hope you'll enjoy. I hope I can bring someone through. I'll continue playing this game. Sorry. Okay. And see you around. Thank you for joining in. Okay.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that.
It's fine,
right?
100% of the game who wants to hear dialogue myself. Oh, that's cool.
Is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from, meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-traveled, you know that, yes? We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one?
Yeah, where's Smitten?
The other one? Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say, absent. Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's
Where is
one of the
Smitten?
rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time. Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are.
I love this guy.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
So now you're going to, does it matter if there's a place here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before that she used to kill us.
I see your point, but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options. Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement.
Okay,
you're going to need it if you want
I
to
figured
do this
something
right.
out.
And the fact that you're here right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right.
Before we proceed, I'm sorry, I'm interested in this route myself. I'm interested. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do this quick. Okay, I'm done. We can continue. We can continue this game. Okay.
But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know.
What happened? I don't
It
understand.
has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Some of us are going to talk about Mirror.
Oh, I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on. Like the fact that we can rip our own heart out without deciding that's what we're going to do. Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work?
It wasn't us, it
Better
was
not do it
Smitten.
again.
Fucking dick.
Lucky for you, the one who did it is the one who's gone. Wonderful. Moving on, I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. You said that last time too, but that hasn't stopped it from showing up again. Or moving. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
I won't leave. I'll save. Wrong one.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What, is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time. You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all.
Oh shit.
Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, it doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
Damn, got him.
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature? That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning.
You just hate it because it completely ruins your illusion, Raider. Calm down. We already know what you are.
No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Oh no, my heart is gonna break.
I want to know what happened last time. We are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay? And don't eat the food.
I'll decide for myself.
This hall, like the one below,
The fuck is this?
grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room. The princess, seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved.
No.
Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
It's like, no, that's so rude. What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
You mentioned dinner is the stairs.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright.
Oh,
A
thanks.
shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Oh, that's so nice. You worked so hard on this.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said.
Shut up, skeptic.
Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned? I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem. For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
Eat. Fuck all of you. I don't give a shit about what you say.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again. You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. And then it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right?
Yeah.
I know this wasn't as good as it was
No,
last
it's
time,
good.
but
It was great.
we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
It's okay.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new.
You know,
And so you
I can do
it
other
again.
things.
The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down. We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever.
Yeah, he's right. Let's try doing something new, like some new dishes. We're not supposed to eat the same thing. Chat, you can try like the best thing you've ever tasted. Every single day, you're gonna hate it. I used to fucking love peaches. I used to fucking love cocoa. I cannot consume that shit. Because at some point in my life, I've tasted it every single day, and I can no longer like fucking enjoy these things. Everything in moderation. every moderation. Don't eat don't eat the same tissue every day. That's just very bad for you.
Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
What did just happen? Did you make the torch go out? Let's not ask that first. I don't think you did anything wrong, I just think you said something you want to say. It's just a torch, don't worry about it, we still have plenty of light. Well, we just ate, what are we supposed to do now? That's so rude. I'm gonna calm her down. I don't want her to feel bad. The situation is so bad even Raider PCs you. That's fucked up. I need to calm her down. I want her to feel bad. She tried her best. I would enjoy any of her meals. It's important for a person to just say that you enjoyed what they made, even if you didn't like it. Just for them to make it good. Or just help them if you want to enhance the taste. Just be careful about it, don't be a dick.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Who? You said he, who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Oh my god! It's fucking Smitten. The thing behind her is Smitten. He manifested himself. He escaped us. Smitten escaped us. Literally.
It all makes sense now. It's him, isn't it? He's making all of this happen. He's the one who's trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one. The one from last time. He's not gone.
Oh, I don't even... Did your shadowy figure with the help of a questioning
He's the
voice.
shadow.
I'm gonna save. I need to be real careful about this. Hey, Smitten, you were the real shadow last time. Do you have anything to say?
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. No, I saw him smile. That's him. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired, and I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
Oh wait, what are we supposed to know?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game.
Of course.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
Okay, let's proceed with this carefully. And... Be careful.
Flames roar, and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game. Its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
Wait, a board games that you need like 15 fucking hours to learn? Get this shit out of here. I need the rulebook to be like 500 pages long and have like the most incomprehensible text to follow.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from?
I want a 20-page rulebook with little character sliders. Oh, me
I feel
too.
like I'm 2 steps behind.
Me too, girl, me too. Monopoly exists, but that just like ruins relationships and friendships.
I'm thinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception.
Wong,
And then,
inscription reference.
climax,
Alright.
as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
I should probably try Casey's mod stream. I don't like that run. Not that run,
And
that
so
mode.
you start over. Time passes. You play the game. You win.
No, I don't want to win. I want her to win.
Hey! Will you look at that?
No, I don't let her win. Listen, I hate like, losing myself, but like, she had a bad day. Give her some rest.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Yay.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
We don't
There
have
is
to.
a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
It's never going to stay fun. You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh.
What?
The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules
No, girl,
and
that's not how it
pieces,
works.
it'd be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade.
We can play new games. We don't have to play the same game over and over again.
Settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules.
No, just play a new
What
game.
could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination.
Me in order to Scotch to Godforge J. Godforge is good. Godforge can be any game you want at this point. And I think that's a good advancement on Rook's part.
Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Till finally,
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I
It's
don't
okay.
think I can play anymore.
We can do different things. Just spending time together is the most important part, okay?
as the words leave the
Oh, no.
princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both
No.
so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful.
He gets it. Fuck it. No matter if I'm adding you to the team, I hate Smitten the most. I hate Smitten the most. Beat the shit out of him.
I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
No, I'll save. This is tense for me. I don't want to fuck this up. This place isn't right. I have to put the rest of them out. I have to get rid of that shadow. Actually, no. Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes. Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
You need to tell the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Don't know what was going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would you be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
Well, let's leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Are you okay?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
No, it feels like an important part of me is gone. But I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Of course I do. I don't think you'll ever stop. Yes.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad. But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold and a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
It does if he's telling the truth.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
It really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it?
Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do.
Geez, Sweden managed to break the narrator. Good, to an extent. I think Sweden was an important part. Sweden is something that was toxic about us, and to extension was something that she could not get over herself. I think this is, some people might consider this to be a breakup, but I think this is quite the opposite. I feel like this is literally both of you admitting that you need to try some new things, and doesn't mean breaking up together. It just means sometimes just the change of scenery is just the change of scenery. It's something nice for you to both to ponder about. You know, be new people. And I guess that's enough sometimes. Maybe this is a breakup, maybe not, but just whatever change you might think you want in this life, well, just going for it sometimes is important.
He's really gone, isn't he?
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess we're free.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes through you, uncomfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
She gently pulls you forward and the two of you fall into a graceful step. A rhythm that quiets you shared triumph of your hearts, beating in peaceful unison. Your face worn and tight brightens the faster you move, a soft and sad smile, widening until it reflects only the genuine affection. You send her out in the water spin, and your arm stretches to their limits, and only is the tenuous grasp of your hand and hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Share a dance with your happy ending. We didn't get a chance to respond. Something has taken her away and left something in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Damn, the game is beautiful.
Why now?
No, man. No. I know, girl. I know, girl. I think I'm supposed to look in the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear. I'm begging you, don't do this.
Sorry. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach for what's there gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. It's me! That is me! Alone in an empty place, it's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You're the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I don't know, I think she's pretty strong. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
So lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I'm a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Well, you're out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
I get it. But were you always the princess, or were you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Very well. How many more pieces do you have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Well, I technically will. She's kinda lying about that. I will remember all the experiences. Share your happy ending with her.
You're on a path.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
hit-
okay. I have an interesting idea. I don't know how it's gonna play out. But I'm interested. I'm gonna go.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay, fine, your princess, I'll go to the cabin, I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't, I guess I'll see. Yes, I don't know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is that I'm not going to the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I'll relish as becoming a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna walk the opposite direction now. Yep.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing.
Fine, I'll say the princess back.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
What?
It looks like this path
Oh, you fucking
also
dick.
leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Good, maybe not you die. You'll sit this dummy in the woods and ask me to kill someone for them. And I'm actually blackmail me into doing this. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
No.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally
Wow.
one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I can start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness and I'll find nobody else's place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we
What?
go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
What?
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on?
He's forcing us to do this.
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
That is actually correct, yes.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The stranger.
You're on a path
Whoa.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So he put a big ass wall because he's a fucking dick. Is a stranger danger? We'll see. You aren't kidding. She actually ends the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, boss are either for now. Those walls weren't here last time. You just forced me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Oh, fucking
If
stupid.
he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Damn. He's so real for that. He's so real for that. I love the contrarian as well right now.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
I'll save. Yep, okay, I know the cabin now where I'm definitely going to slay the princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Damn.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Oh, I don't have a choice. Cool.
The cabin
hello.
interior is wrong. A
Okay.
confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust.
So true,
Or better
contrarian.
yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea
I know what we're
to
dealing with.
expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Ooh.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Okay, so we just want to save something. Stressful geometry, salvo praise. That is true.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
A person mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want
He's
us
so
to
real
see.
for that. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing
I
a
see.
web of branching staircases all built
Nonsense.
from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused
No blade
you
throwing?
get.
Oh, I missed that. Fuck. Hold on.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. It'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold the blade the other way.
You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throws the blade out the window.
Yes! Do it!
Yes.
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
Alright, relax.
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
Calm down. Maybe she's fine.
Don't be such a baby.
I agree, contrarian. He's so true. I love this guy.
Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
He's so real for that. I love that guy. I love that guy. Let's go with the center staircase.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways.
Oh, that's true. We can't tell if it's going up, down, or sideways. That's interesting.
But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Okay.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
What the hell was that?
Hello.
What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over.
Oh, I love that
Time to
guy.
get
He's
back
so
to our
chill.
old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
Love that guy. You know, fuck it. I'll just say it right now. I'll just say it right now. Sorry. Contrarian? Hold on, I need to increase this. Here he is. Love that guy. Love that guy. Love that guy. Love that guy. Oh no, let's proceed.
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Let's save. Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
That's fair.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's
Oh,
almost
that's
as if she
fucked. I love
fractures.
this.
And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
No, let's put her together. I'm getting out of here. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can trust anything here. Regretfully think about the time you threw the blade out the window. What? Oh, I see. Our reality is literally breaking apart. Or being split around. There's more of you now.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger.
Oh, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again.
I don't like where this is going.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated.
Hey,
than
I
they
have more
already
wives.
are.
I'm fine with that.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Kinda hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
What's your name?
Princess. You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
I won't ask that. I'll try to save her.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in
5 lives, that's so
incomprehensibly
awesome.
many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead.
Oh,
They just don't fit.
I see. She's the imperfect form of her perfect form. I understand.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
It's okay, contrarian. When will you learn? When will you learn? Then your actions have consequences.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's good. I'll do my best. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns. And everything's possible, nothing is.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
She's gone, man.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. I've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like
Aren't you
that.
supposed to be the contrarian? I'll see you on the other side. So the end, whatever's on the other side, is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. You're not messing with us, right?
How to be in contrarian in the face of death. Ah, that's true. You approach the mirror. Silence is reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. I find yourself all quiet once again. Weird to be in myself. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant?
No.
I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
My results done. Do you know what to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
When I go back, there's invisible walls closed around me. Why can't I do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You have been kinder more than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I don't think that's correct. I honestly don't think it's correct. I honestly think she does shape herself to be from what we gave her originally. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walk. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
So you don't have any preference on how they look, change, or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the more I hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
You did say they are you. They did say they shape you. New experiences,
The wounds they've suffered
contradictions.
carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do you need?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
If it goes dark and you die. Brings a stranger to her. Okay.
You're on a path.
Yeah, we've been here. We've done that. We've been here. We've done that. We've been here. We've done that. Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your... We're not going to ignore
Let's continue.
the interior blade.
I'll take the blade. Because I have an idea.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her.
I'll pick that option all the time. Nuh-uh.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it is pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
You're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, if I'm being honest, I'm going to trust you, then I'm going to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away.
Okay, we've heard that. I'm going to check upstairs.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the...
Yeah.
Someone else here.
Doesn't work.
You're
But
here.
bam,
You try the repeat.
bam.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do.
What is ladder sluts in the words? Hi, athletic fat ass. That's your username. I'm sorry. That's your username. That's... Welcome to the stream, Athletic. I'm playing Slay the Princess. Now, no backseating. I know some things, but I'm exploring other things. And words and letters. And words and letters, letters and words and letters. So I'm trying to go for I'm trying to help her out, let's just say that. I'm trying to help her out. So let's see how it goes. This game is about me after all. Literally me. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Yeah, I should just be like that, it's fine.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
She's just built different, you know, sometimes. You know, she's just a strong lady. We respect strong ladies.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn.
Stop that.
I
No.
thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
I can't die, I don't care.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Oh, she's so sweet, chat. It's so nice.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
I'll see.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end
Yeah,
of that
yeah, I've done
path,
that.
you're here to slay her.
Oh, you bastard. You know for now. What's your tricks?
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Social is a skeptic. I love that guy. Except when he's a dick, but overall, I like that guy.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less
Skeptic is
than a
literally me,
minute ago.
except when he's me. So literally you. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I honestly heard all of it before. I've heard all of it before. I heard everything from him before. I'm done.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, She will cheat.
Yeah.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife,
Wink.
and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't.
Wink.
Wink.
I love that guy. He's so wicked funny. I love that guy. And he has some coffee and a treat. Be right back. Okay.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less
it's
a
all
cozy
wrong.
woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah. What's up with the mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What
Wow.
are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Oh, watch out, you want
You reach
Judge
forward
Weaver.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
I'll enter the basement.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade.
Nope. I don't want
We're
you.
in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon. Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes, I'm sure.
I don't want to.
Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay? I'm trusting you.
Hey, I don't get to stay here. What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this.
No.
Call it a reflex.
No,
You take the
I'm
knife
the
to
main
her.
character here, not you. I am.
Wonderful.
Fuck.
You do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the bait. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
That's true.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and
Ah,
lock
she's
eyes
such a
with the
cutie
princess.
patootie.
She
Ah,
looks up
she's
at
just-
you,
she's
the
so
heavy
upset.
collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall?
No,
Odd that in a
I know
place
what the
where
empty chain
everything
does, so we're
seems
not
to
gonna
serve a distinct purpose.
talk about the
Be
empty
something
chain.
so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Okay.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Yep.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I've been before. Am I the one who's supposed to remember that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you
yeah.
heroic. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary.
Yeah, because you like concealing information from us. Because you're a liar, a cheater, a fraud.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation.
Sorry, I was trying to voice in my head,
You
girl.
shouldn't
Just
be
happens to all of us.
daydreaming.
I don't want to pretend I died last time.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
I see.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
What would you have me to?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh, please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason,
No, give it to her. She seems really
obviously
polite.
unwise to give away your only weapon.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her
boys,
is
calm
good
down.
for
Boys,
us.
calm down.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her
Narrator,
the weapon,
stop gaslighting
cons
me.
are that she might
Stop
use it to
gaslighting me.
escape and end the entire
Calm down.
world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I'll trust her. I'll say it, but I'll trust her.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, worried. Tried to take over.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor.
He's so angsty, I love him.
The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
Watching that easy silence. Oh no.
Her eyes stare
Ew.
forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh.
So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder,
Oh no.
and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations. You saved the world.
Nah, she's alive.
So I guess
Look at
that's
her.
it. What
You
a
know,
way
3
to
seconds.
go.
1, 2, 3.
But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate
No.
this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard
Yeah, I agree, skeptic.
It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Take the princess with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that?
She's
I could've
alive.
sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Yay! Free a prisoner, yay!
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
But you don't get a chance to respond now, will you ever? It's time to leave, remember
She's
returns.
gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is... It's gonna be okay.
But it feels so bad.
It's gonna
You're
be okay.
right. Part of me...
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
feels too good to be true.
Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror. Gaze in the reflection. Silence as you reach forward, turn gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You're rotting. You're a wizard. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. No head. Hi, girl.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hears the answer. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't it make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No. No, actually, all seems too decent. I don't know what makes... No, really, it all seems too decent as I'm near you. I don't think anything this makes me like you more. I don't know what it says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness...
Hi,
you are
Arto.
guided
I
by
got some
compassion.
head, if you know what I mean. What is this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Do you know what happens to the world when we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what we'll want once we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still want to care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never
No, it's
dare
okay.
to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
So we do not have any preferences how would you like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
And what else do you need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. Let's go.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
If it goes dark and you die. Brings the prisoner's head to her.
You're on a path in the...
We've been there, we've done that. Okay. This will be complicated. This will be complicated. I need to
You
think.
make your way up. We're not going to go through... Ignore him. He doesn't know what...
I need to think about it.
The blade.
So... there's no other way I can proceed without hurting her. That's the issue. I know what I'll do, I'll hurt her to some extent. I don't want to do that. But I kinda need to. Sorry, I left my friend cleared. What? No, it's cool. It's take your time. Clearing your earbuds is important. You know how to specify that. But thank you for telling me. I guess. I welcome to the stream. I need to think of what to do because this is complicated. I don't want her to die. I don't want her to die. But I know what to do. Yeah, I didn't pay much attention into it. Well, it's okay. At least you got it done. That's what's important. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I have an idea. I'm gonna try it. Bear with me.
How many times?
Okay.
Fine.
Now hold on. Oh my god, I cannot. She did say I don't have the option.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place.
I was thinking about free will.
If we're very lucky,
I can't have a backflip for no reason and ruin the rest of my day.
World.
I mean, just because you can do it doesn't mean you can do it right and be healthy afterwards. Don't do a backflip. It's really interesting how much as we age. Here's the thing though. They will tell you that the more you age, the more your body degrades. While that is true, it has been determined that physical exercise, if a person engages in daily physical exercise, how they will feel at age 50 will be the same as how they feel at age 20. That is true. Work out, even light physical exercise will be important for you to feel good. So how you'll feel at age 50 will be determined by how much you will get exercise, you can improve yourself, so on and so forth. Just feel good. Just try to keep your body together.
It can't just end.
Past age 25,
this,
you are technically dying.
Right?
I don't know, ask about people who died before age 25. I think they'll disagree.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that you're here to slay her.
Okay, now.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world
What
is
voice
at
will I
risk
have
right
now?
And the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
What the fuck is that guy?
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Okay, because of cell generation past age 25, you start to lose more cells that you can regenerate. Not quite, you still grow a bit. Hell, your brain stopping growth at 25 comes from a questionable study. Arto has a medical experience. Arto has a medical experience. I'm gonna trust her on that. But the only source I trust is my doctor. Because I love my doctor. I'm gonna show him right now. I'm gonna show him right now. I'm gonna show him right now. I'm gonna say he has never failed me, nor my wife. Nor my wife. He's just a wonderful man. He's just a fantastic man. A great man, I must say. Dr. Sins has never failed me. Dr. Sins, after I got him to meet my wife, all I gotta say is she felt wonderful after each visit. She felt like there was a weight off her shoulders. Wonderful guy. I love him. I love him so much. Ethan, if you need prostate exams so often, especially at your age. I heard they stopped study because they ran out of money. Study at the... What? I think... Let's be real here. Just live. Just live. Honestly, just live. There's no reason pondering every single day about your life, how it's gonna go down. Just live, that's all you can do. I know why they stopped it, but they didn't get much data from beyond the age of 25, that's true. By the way, life expectancy is something that is created for new iteration as far as I know. So it's created, life expectancy is being determined based on people who are born right now. So people who are born right now, based on the date of life expectancy, will manage to live until that point. Not us, just those people. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will...
Yeah.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
I don't like you. I don't like you, opportunist.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's suppose the mirror first.
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about? Reach
Where
forward,
did he go?
Rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I'm not gonna take the blade. Fuck all y'all, I don't like any of you. Life expectancy is heavily dependent on location. People with the same ethnicity is different environments miles away from each other have drastically life expectancy due to external factors. Thank you for telling me that.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
I understand. Sorry, I've been drinking. It's Saturday. It's fine. Don't drink a lot. Drinking a lot is a bad habit. Drink in moderation.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
Science needs my more health science person working in healthcare. Hell yeah.
Would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Okay. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Depending on how long ago, you could find one of my favorite routes.
She
Okay.
must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say?
I hate this motherfucker. Shut up, opportunist. No one likes you.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
So true, hero.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Shut up, opportunist.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps,
He's cute.
entering the dark
Like her.
room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yep.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
Oh my god, it's literally the second narrator, but I fucking hate the opportunist. I fucking hate that guy. He really talks so fucking much. He earlier said E. I have Ace hasn't. Yeah, I'm a version around this game. It's okay.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess
I'll
clearly
fault?
have a
Okay,
shared
calm down,
reality,
chat.
even if I'm not
We gotta
a part
know a
of it.
person first.
I won't waste time
And they're a
fighting
cat.
you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it.
I was wondering
if
if
you
Therapist
take
plays this game and you would
seriously
follow
and
this
slay
princess.
her.
Oh, I just can poker at 3 to 4. Okay, I'm a be real, chat. I'm a be real. You gotta know a person first before you go into these things. We've done a bit of harm to her, so we gotta approach this carefully.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where
Shut
everyone's
up.
happy. Don't talk to her. You're
You
just going
also
to make
shut
things more
up.
difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us
Shut
back
up.
on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. Well, if you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I guess since you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Look, I know things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us to work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I don't remember Blade Down. Remember how am I supposed to get you out of these chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the
Oh,
chains
shit.
fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really.
Oh my god,
She
opportunist,
knows
shut
how to
up.
hold her cards close to her chest.
Oh lord, what a dickhead.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out.
Will you
Now
stop talking?
her.
Oh my god, so many voices in my head. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks
Aw,
eye
the
contact,
cutie.
even as the two of you find yourselves face
I like
to
her.
face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone
Let's work
else,
together.
she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first.
Oh my lord, can we
Maybe
just
in this
go together?
But that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot
Narrator,
be trusted.
shut up.
I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You first?
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
Okay.
That's right, you're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory.
Oh my
are
god.
What did you
You're all
just say?
paranoid.
I think we know why. You feel something dig
Oh
into
my
your shoulder,
god, girl.
sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall,
It wasn't her nature.
gasping as she struggles to recover from
The frog.
impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't
Oh,
like
calm
it.
down, you
Welcome back.
baby.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralyzed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
We're not gonna get up those stairs, were we? We don't get got enough here to just trust each other.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you. By our
Damn.
very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned.
Pretend to
When
shut
she
up.
passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said,
Shut
"Now
up.
pick up the blade and stab her in the back." And then you'd say something like, "Wow,
Opportunist.
that's an amazing idea that I never
Opportunist.
saw coming.
Shut
Thanks
the
for looking out for us."
fuck up.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. It's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
That's also true.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's not as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Okay, calm down, girl.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Yeah, just respond.
And there's that mirror.
It's gonna be okay.
But it feels so bad. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Calm down, opportunist. It's gonna be nice.
Okay. Finally. We're going places.
Approach the mirror. You've decayed. Unraveled. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, so spooky. Whoa. All quiet. Let's proceed forward.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is there a question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me more?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
A lot. There's speed trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least they're supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't
She's
exist.
so smart. Have any falls in this vessel?
This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Yeah. When you send me back on alone, there are voices that speak to me, some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have any vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I don't know why, but I know for a fact he doesn't know what I'm going to find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to give that to yourself.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
How many more vessels do you need?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Is this the last time? Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Okay.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. If it goes dark and you die. Happens to the best of us. Brings a witch to her.
You're on a path in the wood.
We've been there, done that. We've been there, done that. We've been there, done that.
You make your...
We've been there, done that.
The blade is your
Okay. I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the
I'm gonna kill her. I'll fail resisting.
Don't be a stranger. And it's been so
No.
long. Then
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious...
oh,
We're getting out of here.
Oh, you...
I'll be here.
You make your way
Save.
against your better judgment.
Approach.
No,
Warren.
stop that.
And I can resist.
Thank you. Swing your arm towards her throat, but she's ready for it. You drop the blade. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is
Okay,
as
calm down.
punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident
God,
heel on your
please.
chest and pushes you down
Please,
to the
ma'am.
ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. The tower. Oh, okay.
You're on a path. You're here.
I'll abuse that bitch.
Oh, if he doesn't remember what happened, you know I can hear you. What does it matter?
Fuck's sake, I hate this guy.
Nothing we can do to stop. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the...
I'll go to the cabin.
A warning. Before you, she will lie.
Okay.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're
Okay,
capable of
Broken,
doing
I'm gonna do
anything
that,
in
but
this
don't
situation.
phrase it like
She
that.
probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
I agree.
I'm not being a pessimist.
Shut up, Broken.
You're being annoying.
Angry hero, shut him
Just
up.
ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Okay,
If that's what you want.
let's just hurry this up. I've been through this path.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than... The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Mirror.
You walk... What are you talking...
Where'd you go?
We should count ourselves lucky. Some
Oh my
things are
god, bro,
better
have some self-esteem, Jesus Christ.
unseen.
Ender's
No
basement.
blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Calm down.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Okay, ma'am.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
Okay.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again.
I want to apologize.
This time groveling at my feet. What a wretched sight. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
I don't think you can refuse your story.
Are you serious? Just don't say anything. How hard can it be to not say anything? You haven't felt her angelic.
Okay, calm down. You're supposed to end the world.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Calm down.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary
That is true.
prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
What do you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Okay.
Your will was so easily broken.
No, I feel bad.
Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
She shall be.
You can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high, not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong.
Oh.
Trying to conceal you from me.
Oh.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person.
Oh.
It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one,
Oh.
aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh, fuck, he's not.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh, shit.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Okay.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is
Oh, that's
upon
fucking
us.
wicked cool.
What a good disciple you are.
I'm blushing.
Come, it's time for us to leave.
I'm gonna take your hand. Normally I would stand for
She's
to
gone.
leave when we returns.
And there's that mirror.
It's going to be okay.
But it feels so bad, I don't want to look at it.
Good night.
Okay, a mercy.
Approach the mirror. Since it sounds to be sure they've gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's inside it. You're nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can be nothing. You focus your gaze, and then you see it, a figure. Faint and veiled in shadow, just beneath the reflection. What do you mean?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting its image of the glass in two. And there are cracked forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. If you're not me, what are you?
I'm an ether, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
What am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Okay. Are you God or were you God?
No. In life, I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both.
I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important
If
even.
that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
In one of my lives, you doubted yourself. You thought all this was wrong.
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
He calls this construct. What is it supposed to
It
do?
was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this
I
hubris?
do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
So you do not know about the looping, so many times of magic, so you denied it being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? People beyond the construct, do they know what you meant? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is given them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
What is the princess? Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
I'm not going to slay her. Rest easy. I'm going to slay her. I don't free die for good.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece. My time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
The one problem with glass shadows, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the one quiet, a visit of a nascent god, and finally it's time for you to wake up. Oh, this is you. Bring power to her. When you arrive to the heart of things, there is nothing else for you to witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Always hits you how intense, how much less intense the race break is. That's true. That is really memorable. It's a very different expectation.
See you, and you can
Hello.
finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Hi, girl. Let's see. Do you know his echo? Do you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Okay. I'm a little quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature.
Actually, I've been acting a lot.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Do you have a say in this? Why is it all following me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
This has to be another way. This can't just come to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope because we know it to be.
You're consumed by your own ego.
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful. A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Explore. Which time we could have been bumped would have been better.
And there is always time. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom.
Yep.
Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
The battle is just a metaphor. I want to protect them.
And that is what I want too. To protect them from the horrors of an eternity without me. There is no beginning, there is no end, there is no end. There is only the flood of bodies. You hold every possible every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
To be everything at once is to be nothing at all. Why would anyone else want that?
Here is where words fail us. So long as we both exist, we will always be distinct. The only thing to fear is a reality without me. A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
What we shared there was agony, but it doesn't have to be like that. We can find a way to make things better.
What we saw was a world without me. Everything will be okay, so long as we leave together.
As guys between your blades, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but keep this peace in mind. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
I can always trust you, guy.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yep.
Then let's go.
It's time. I may have got this. I may have got this. I may have got this.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Okay.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
No.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
I'm sorry for the times I've hurt you.
You are so sweet, but the first time we met, you tried to rescue me, and I stabbed you like 50
true, but
times
it's
in the
okay.
chest. And you know how bad of a job I did. You were the one getting stabbed. I mean, yes, you were possessed by that freaky voice living in your head, but I also could have maybe tried doing anything else before deciding to kill you.
I've been noting all the red options have 4 was sucked of the 5th. I'll try around all red options, see if I had another ending. Go for it. And tell me about it.
Anyways,
Because I'm out to get the lady.
Also, sorry. We both let things get a little out of hand. But we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
You know, when she puts it like that...
I don't think I want to be a god.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
Which princess are you? You look like when we first met. Is this real you?
I'm the princess. The one you've been spending all this time with. I know I've changed a few times, but so have you.
Yeah.
And you're still real to me.
That's true. You good to see you again.
Yeah. I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still. It feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
Are you the same as you are there?
I am she as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything and also not everything.
I see.
I had you there for a second, didn't I?
I think I'm different from her, and I'm happy I'm different.
Be yourself,
I think
it's
being
okay.
her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
So another weird fame thing, can you tell me your name?
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess if you want. You know, you never told me your name.
I don't think I have one either.
Then I guess I'll call you Quiet.
Ah, that works for me.
Not hero. Quiet will do.
It's
That's
okay,
always
man.
been us,
Next time.
hasn't it?
What do you think of her? What you want us to do?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
I don't know if this was really fair for either of us, was it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side. And we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Okay, take your hand in yours. I also wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I just want to walk through the cabin towards just who we are, just you and me. I don't know what it is why I wanted. We knew everything out there, but we don't know what this. It doesn't matter what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. I don't know where we'd go, but as long as I was here, as long as I'm with you, that's all I want. I'll just catch you. I'll just grab your hand. Ah, fuck, Birch.
Okay, let's do it.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just
No,
the
man,
two
you
of
can
you.
stay. I like her. I'm gonna be like alone.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Okay, man. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the base and find her for the last time. It's quite as innocent. The carnival sound fills the space that used to be a flood of violence and words and noisy thoughts. There's new energy ringing sounds, electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. As the road stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel a hand tremble on yours. She unsure of herself for the first time in her longest short existence. There's no point of playing the part, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
Come on, Princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
I love you. Mwah.
I love you too.
So happy for them. So happy for these. I've done my job, chat. I have really done my job. It's done. It's done. I told you I did. I told you I did. I told you I'd fix them both. Look at that. I knew what to do. I figured it out. Johnny Sins, fantastic guy. This was made of this fantastic game. And leave it as it is. And leave it as it is. Things like this, I don't want to ruin them. I've helped these two. Now it's time for them to figure out what to do. Not for me. Fantastic game. Fantastic game. I'll really check some other stuff on YouTube. But all things considered, I'm fine with this. I'm content. I held them both. And that's good enough for me. Sometimes just leaving things be is good enough. Honestly, I think this tops Disco Elysium as my favorite game. It's sweet. I love this game. It brings strange comfort. I don't think a lot of games can do that. And that speaks something, doesn't it? sometimes through something horrible or something uncanny, you can make like some of the most nice experiences you can. I think it's great. For as depressing as world may be, this is good enough. Sometimes just something happy and lovely can create something magnificent in the most darkest moments. Thank you for the track order. I'll probably play it. But it's time to end this. So, that's the end of our journey. It was nice having you all along. And it's 6 a.m. And I think I'm gonna just leave it here. At least emotions that are hard to bring out. This made me think and pull a fantastic narrative, but it didn't make me feel like the princess did. I feel like it's important to note that not all the games are willing to tackle your self as a person. Not all the games do that. A lot of games are like, oh yeah, you do that, you do this. They give you choices, but they don't make you feel why you've done this. Through Princess, I learned about my paranoia and unwillingness to put trust into seemingly put my trust in the wrong people and not put myself trust into the right people, and a lot of mistakes I've done. I've hurt a lot of people. A lot of people hurt me, I've hurt a lot of people. I think it's time for just people to understand your mistakes and keep moving forward. Do the best you can for people you love. And sometimes just being kind, being nice, and trying to make other people be them is good enough. Is good enough. Being honest and being nice is the best you can do. It won't work all the time. But it's not about... It's the hardest part, isn't it? Being the best you can for the people you like is the best you can do. It would be hard to be ACETHECROW. Scars give our divine hot texture. Without it, be dull. I guess that's true. I wish I could have done more. But I guess all I can do is just try again. It was the mistakes we made. And right now I've done the best I could. I'm content with what I made. For once. In anything. I'm content. I don't want more. I don't want more. I want things to stay as they are. In this case. Hopefully I'm prudent. Thank you all for watching. And thank you for being here. I love you all.